Hey, first off, welcome back. I've had some major issues with my phone and couldn't be able to get anything uploaded, but here we are. I couldn't believe that I found an intake exactly like the one I had on my first car in 1984. It's a Torker intake, 289. It's all marked on it and everything. Couldn't believe it. Work friend of mine, David, found this thing for me on Christmas Eve and went and picked it up for me for $125. I couldn't believe it. So this is how I cleaned it. I just cleaned it. I put vinegar on it, I put acid on it, and then I finally just put sandblasting on it. Got to start somewhere. Hey, and don't forget to roll it over and clean the bottom. That thing gets dirty too. Not too bad for his first cleaning. Now for the acid. I was able to get a couple of short videos put up, and someone reached out to me and said I used the wrong vinegar, that they make a commercial vinegar. Never heard of that, but I'm sure it's out there, and maybe it'll work a little better than this, because this stuff didn't do nothing. Well, maybe a little, but not good enough for me. I know I say good enough for who it's for a lot, but dang it, we gotta do a little better than that. I'm gonna go try to get me some acid stuff. I picked this acid up at the local parts store. It's supposed to be for cleaning campers and stuff like that. It did a little bit, not much though. Well, I tried the vinegar trick before I got sick, and that didn't work worth a dime. So I went and got me some acid, as I put the picture up there on it. So we're gonna see if the acid will do any different, and if it won't, I know what will. I was just trying to avoid it. I don't know why. I should have just done it to start with. I'll sandblast that bad boy. I had some media over here and an old little handheld sandblaster thing. I actually hit a little spot right there, so it ain't like I can't fix it. But since I said I was gonna try this acid and the vinegar deal, I'll still follow through and we'll see what it looks like. So we'll squirt this stuff on here for a minute and let it dry, or not dry, but eat in there on it. So it's just about everybody's went home today from work. It's snowing here in Tennessee, crippled us. I missed all last week. Poor man's got to stay at work. Well, he's trying to do something. If nothing else, I've sure stunk the place up. Did better than the vinegar. I put that acid on it. You gotta have them helpers that don't want to do nothing. Cool. Still not gonna be good enough.
Same stuff you can spray on like boats.
Okay, I sprayed all that off there. So it did clean it, but this part right here where it was really, really stained, it didn't clean the stain off of it. So I guess it's going to be the next thing we're going to have to do to it. What is this? Wheel bright? You want to try it? Nah, I'm going to sandblast it. I give up. I'm going to throw the sand to this bad boy. I'm about to make a mess. I can't believe I did this. Well, the chemicals didn't do it. I believe that's going to work right there, guys. Well, I was trying to do it the easy way with chemicals, but it wouldn't work. So now I got this big, huge mess. Oh, I've made a mess. But look at that. For just a little bit that. I took just a little bit of the video, but it was going to burn my phone up. I got to figure out some way to put my phone in something other where I don't get it full of sand too. Look at that. Torker 289, baby. Well, it might be a little bit big, the sand I got. I'm going to have to go back and get me some fine. But boy, look how good that looks.
That'll clean it.
Oh yeah, that's working.
If you was going to clear coat it,
that'll look good.
If you clear coat it, get you some heat clear and spray on it. It won't be near as coarse.
Watch your eyes, people. I guess I could have put a hat on and saved this from this big chrome dome I've got up through there. It's amazing how you don't see that up there for yourself. The reason I'm shaking that and don't have the lid on it is it's just a cheap little sandblaster, and the media I got is too big for it to suck it up through there, so I'm just trying to shake it in there just to get a little out to see if that's what it's going to do, and it did. So I loaded that baby up and took it to my buddies. Well, you can tell I'm an old body man because there's my sanding blocks and everything. Do it the old two-armed way. If I was a younger body man, I'd just have a DA and buzz over that thing and be done.
Well, I ran out of the media sand. Didn't have enough just to try a little bit, so I thought, well, while I'm waiting on the glass guy to get my car ready to work on the next one, I'm gonna go and try to get this all ready to do it. So I just took some 180 sandpaper on a block, and I'm gonna lightly go over all these to make sure that they're all smooth and that they will seal up. The intake's in pretty good shape. So that's what we're doing with this. Just lightly going up to where that it'll seal up there good and we won't have any leaks on it. Now let's go get some media at lunch. Well, my friend's got a sandblaster. We're gonna see what the sand does to this thing in a sandblasting cabinet, because my little sandblaster just not big enough. It didn't do very good, but looks like this bad boy right here will though. Well, it fit in there anyways. You can see it in there. We'll find out if it'll work or not. Well, that ain't gonna look bad. Heck, a lot better than what I was doing with it, because they always ended up in the parking lot. Well, I think it came out pretty good. Don't waste your money on all that old acid and stuff. Just buy a Harbor Freight $200 and something sandblasting cabinet and be done with it. Come out pretty good.